system concept the foundation business process. In order to better understand the many other concepts to be formed later in these tests, we first need to have a firm grip of the system concept. Generically, we have to understand the system concept then. Technology will refer to the computer network, a system information processing component that uses a variety of hardware, software, data management and telecommunication network. This will be the further discussed in chapter 3, 4, 5 and 6. Application will refer to e-business and e-commerce application that involve interconnect business information system. This will be explained further in chapter 7. Development will involve way to reuse information technology in business, including designing the basic component of information system. The stage involved in developing information system will be discussed in chapter 11. Management of information technology will highlight the quality, strategy, business value and security of a firm IS. The different types of IS used to support daily business operation, management and decision making will be discussed in chapter 9 and 10. Everything around us runs on its own system. There are various systems that can be found in human society, physical, biological science and in the modern technology. The following are examples of the system from a different living perspective. Physical science, the orbit, the sun and its planet. Biological science, the human body, the growth of plants and habitat of animals. Modern technology system, oil refineries and energy supply. Human society, the socio-economic system of a business organization. The same concept is to be applied to business as each business process as a unique system concept. Therefore, there is a need for us to be clear on how to apply a generic system concept to business firms. System have three basic functions. Involve the capturing, assembling of elements that enter the system to be the process, for example, data, raw material and water. Processing involves the transformation process that are converted into input into output, for example, the photosynthetic process, manufacturing of a product, calculation of a coursework, mark, etc. Output involves the moving of element that been produced by the transformation process to the other last and final decision. For example, finished product, food for plant, finally the coursework, mark, ready to be reviewed by the student, etc. Additional element of the system concept. The system concept becomes more useful and effective when two additional elements are included. Sometimes they are also known as a cybernetic system, which means the system that is self-monitoring and self-regulating, such as a Samsung of the temperature control air conditioning system. It automatically monitors and adjusts the temperature of the air conditioner according to the suitable temperature of a room. Feedback, this is a coursework, mark, ready to be reviewed by the student, etc. Additional element of the system concept. The system concept becomes more useful and effective when two additional elements are included. Sometimes they are also known as a cybernetic system, which means the system that is self-monitoring and self-regulating, such as a Samsung of the temperature control air conditioning system. It automatically monitors and adjusts the temperature of the air conditioner according to the suitable temperature of a room. Feedback, this refers to the response received on the performance of the system. For example, data received on the cell performance is feedback to a seller manager. Control involves monitoring and evaluating feedback received in order to decide whether the system is achieving its goal or not. The control function will then make regular adjustment to the system input and processing component to ensure that it produces the proper and preferred output. For example, sales manager enforces control when a resigned salesperson to new sales territories after evaluating feedback on their performance. Figure 1.2 illustrates the human body, which is another good example of a cybernetic system that automatically monitors and adjusts many of its functions such as temperature, heartbeat and breathing. When a man falls sick, his body temperature rises. His body captures the temperature and sends a message to the heart, which codes the cause faster or slower heartbeat, and this in turn will affect its breathing and its temperature will gradually return to base. Figure 1.3 illustrated an air conditioning system found in many homes, which is also another example of a typical cybernetic system. How does an air conditioning system work? Powder coil and fan. The warm and refrigerant from the air handler evaporator coil return to the condenser and expands it in the refrigerant through the outdoor coil and fan. Air handler evaporator coil. The cool refrigerant from the compressor one act as a sponge to absorb the warm air supply from the blower motor. Number 2, the non return to the condenser and expands it in the refrigerant through the outdoor coil and fan. Air handler evaporator coil. The cool refrigerant from the compressor one act as a sponge to absorb the warm air supply from the blower motor. Number 2, the now cooler air is pushed through the air duct and comes out through the supply bead. Blower motor, contrary to its name, it actually pulls hot air from inside the arm into the return air and blow it across evaporator coil 3. Warm air inside the house is pulled into the return by the blower motor. Supply D. Cooler air from the air handler evaporator coil. Number blower motor. Supply D. Cooler air from the air handler evaporator coil. Number 3 is aspectly through the supply. Test motor set by the arm over to the desired temperature ignite the entire system. The condenser includes the compressor which pumps refrigerant from to the air handler evaporator coil 3. System characteristic. System characteristic. System function in an environment that contains other systems, as discussed earlier on in the chapter. A system could be a structure for integrated components that run on it is own, or it could be a part of a larger system. If a system is one of the components of a larger system, it is known as a subsystem. And the larger system, it is an environment. One environment may be shared by the several subsystems which may be connected to each other by means of a shared boundary referred to as the communicate with the other system in the same environment. Whereas the adaptive system has the ability to change itself or the environment in order to survive. Good example of the system that sit within the society will be the organization and a government agency. Here the society is the environment and it is contain various subsystems which include the individual and the other social, political and the financial stationary state. Information system are the combination of hardware, software, infrastructure and trained personnel organization to facilitate planning, control, coordination and decision making in an organization. Encyclopedia Britannia define IS an integrated set of the components for collecting, storing, processing data and for the delivering information. Knowledge and digital products. Business firms and other organizations rely on the information system to carry and manage their operation, interact with their customer and supply, compete in the market. To provide the opportunity for the business to expand their market via the internet. There will also be a discussion on how information systems today are being utilized as a tool to assist the manager in their daily decision making. The development process. This process involves the stage of developing an IS before they are ready for prototyping or implementation in a firm. This includes how business, personnel and information aspect create, design and implement information system according to the business plan. Management challenges. There are several challenges involved in management information systems and information technology at different levels of a business, and these will be explained further in Chapter 12, which will discuss security threats and how to manage them. The fundamental roles of information system in business. According to Julie Demand Media, information system help a company make the adequate use of its data, reduce workload, and assist with the compliance and various mandatory regulations. One of the strategies that lead to competitive advantage is the adoption of IS within the organization. Information systems play a crucial role in helping the company to flourish in its given industry. There are the three crucial roles that an information system can perform for the business enterprise. Number 1, to support the business process and operation. Number 2, to support decision making. And number 3, to support strategy for the competitive advantage. See Table 1.1. Table 1.1, 3 fundamental roles of information system in business. Support of a business process and operation. As an consumer, we come across the information system that support business process and operation in the supermarket or retail shop that we frequently patronize. For example, most supermarket and retail shops now use a computer-based information system to assist employees in recording purchases made by the consumer, to monitor inventory, to dispense salary, to buy the merchandise, and to evaluate their monthly sales trend. Imagine all these process and operation before the advent of information system and technologies. Support of decision making. The long-standing success of a company depends on the rigidity of the strategy planning. Management team in organization use several information systems to put together strategy plan or contingency plan and make the decision based on the plans they have formulated. Information systems are now used by the business to collect and evaluate information from many sources, including external information. A good example will be the Reuters, Sub, or Bloomberg, who provide information on the global economy. Support of a strategy for the competitive advantage. In effort of gaining strategy advantage over the competitor, companies are now required to incorporate innovative application of information technology. For example, a supermarket like the Tesco will be able to achieve the competitive advantage over its competitors. Giant or Maiden, if the management put together a strategy plan for the instant touchscreen kiosk in its store around the Kuala Lumpur and the Klangweri, with the links to an e-commerce website that allow online shopping. This offering may just attract new customers and build customer loyalty because of the ease of shopping provided, as consumers in the city are always busy and on the move. The foundation concept, information system model. As I mentioned in the definition of IS, the all information system depend on the result of people, hardware, software, data, and network in order to perform activities such as input, process, output, storage, control, and feedback activities, which will transfer raw data into the information product. Figure 1.5 illustrated the information system model that comprises its component and activities. Control, input, process, output, storage. The information system model portrays a framework that underlining four major concepts that are applicable to all types of IS. The people, hardware, software, network, and data are the basic result of IS. Human resource involved and user and IS specialists. Hardware resource are machine and media. Software resource consist of programs and procedures. Network resource comprise the communication media, and networks and data resource include the data and knowledge bases. Data resources are transformed into the various information products from hand users by going through the information processing activities. The information processing consists of a system activities of input, process, output, storage, feedback, and control. The major resource of information system. There are 5 resources related to information system: human, hardware, software, data, and network resources. Human resource people are the most important component in ensuring successful operation of information system, namely IS specialists and end users. Example of human resource are IS specialists, who are the group of people who develop and operate information system. They are the system analyst, software developers, system operator, technical and serial IS personnel. End user, who are also known as a user or client, other group of people who participate in the usage of IS or the outcome in producers. They are the customers, salesperson, engineering class, accountant or managers. They are normally found at all levels in organization. They are often referred to as knowledge workers, which means the people who spend most of their time communicating and collaborating in teams and work groups to create, use and distribute information. The hardware resource. This includes all physical devices and material used in the information processing stage. It does not only include just machines such as a computer or other equipment, but also all data media. That is a solid object on which data are recorded, such as a paper, magnetic disc or optical disc. Example of hardware and computer-based information system. The computer system, which is a concept of a central processing unit that contains a microprocessor and various interconnect peripheral devices such as printers, scanners, monitors, and many more. Example of devices are handheld, tablet, PC, desktop, mid-range computers, and mainframe computer system. The computer peripheral, which are all devices except for the ones that sit within the central processing unit. They are the keyboard, electronic, mouse, trackballs, stylus, a video screen, printers, and magnetic or optical disc. Software resolve. This consists of all set of information processing instructions. The general concept does not just involve the programs, a set of operating instructions that direct and control the computer hardware, but also the procedure, a set of information processing instructions that the people need. Example of software is the system software, which is operating system program that controls and provides the support to the operation of the computer system. Some popular examples of computer operating system are Microsoft Windows and Unix. Application and software, which is a type of a program that receives and processes input or draw data and user and transform them into the report, a set of information or a complete document. Example of application software include sales analysis, payroll, and word processing. Producers, which are the set of operating instruction for end user of an information system. For example, instruction to assist in filling out form using a software package. Data result. Data are more just than a raw material of an information system. The concept was expanded by the business and information technology IT professional when they have come to realize that the data created values to an organization result. Example of typical data results are shown in table 1.2. This data act as an input which is then transformed via application software into output called information. Example of data results. Data result example. Alphanumeric data, numbers, letters, and other characters that describe any transaction. Audio data, human voice, and other sound. Image data, video and photography, image, graphic, shapeless. Text data, sentence and paragraph used in writing communication. Network result. Telecommunication technology and networks such as internet, and externet are some of the key factors that the organization, its computer-based information system, begin to pursue a successful business e-commerce operation. The network results highlight the communication technology and the network are ultimate result to information system without which the implementation of any computer-based IS in an organization will not achieve its full performance and purpose. Which is a type of a program that receives and processes input or draw data and user and transform them into the report, a set of information or a complete document. Example of application software include sales analysis, payroll, and word processing. Produces, which are the set of operating instruction for end user of an information system. For example, instruction to exit in filling out form using a software package. Data are more just than a raw material of an information system. The concept was expanded by the business and information technology IT professional when they have come to realize that the data created values to an organization's result. Example of typical data results are shown in table 1.2. This data act as an input which is then transformed via application software into output called information. Example of data results. Data result example. Alphanumeric data, numbers, letters, and other characters that describe any transaction. Audio data, human voice, and other sound. Image data, video and photography, image, graphic, shapeless. Text data, sentence and paragraph used in writing communication. Network result, telecommunication technology and networks such as internet, and externet are some of the key factors that the organization its computer-based information system rigor to pursue a successful e-business, e-commerce operation. The network results highlight the communication technology and the network are ultimate result to information system without which the implementation of any computer-based IS in an organization will not achieve its full performance and purpose. Pursue a successful e-business, e-commerce operation. The network results highlight the communication technology and the network are ultimate result to information system without which the implementation of any computer-based IS in an organization will not achieve its full performance and purpose.